This most recent term in Congress was one of the least productive in American history, with just over 200 laws passed by both chambers and signed into law. Gridlock and dysfunction defined the past 2 years in the House, as we consistently saw the far-right sabotaging consensus and governing in favor of culture wars and political games. The result? Critical issues like lowering the cost of living, fixing our broken immigration system, and restoring order at the border went unaddressed, and Americans continue to pay the price. While the Republican majority failed to act, I worked tirelessly to deliver results for the Central Coast and for our nation. In fact, as one of 535 legislators here in Congress, bills that I either led or co-led were a full 2% of all the new laws created over the past 2 years. The Military Housing Transparency and Accountability Act, ensuring that military families have access to safe and affordable housing. The Disrupt Fentanyl Trafficking Act, which strengthens efforts to combat the deadly fentanyl crisis that's sweeping across our nation. The Pollution-Free Aviation Sites Act, or PFAS Act, which creates a new federal grant program for airports that need support to replace firefighting foams containing hazardous forever chemicals. The Save Our Airports Reporting Act, which requires routine progress reports from federal agencies on phasing out these foams containing forever chemicals. A bill creating the Cybersecurity Risk Inventory Assessment and Mitigation Working Group, which will strengthen the cybersecurity practices for our nuclear weapons systems. And finally, the bill renaming the Santa Maria Post Office in honor of former Mayor Larry Lavanino. That's on top of the other efforts I've been a part of to finally deliver on work I've been doing since my first year in Congress, like creating a new marine sanctuary off the Central Coast, banning new offshore drilling in California, fixing housing support programs for veterans so they can have broader housing opportunities, and passing legislation authorizing millions of dollars for new infrastructure projects on the Central Coast. As we head into the 119th Congress, I am committed to finding bipartisan solutions whenever possible, while pushing back against extremism and standing up for Central Coast values.